I mean, she was certainly at Royal Lodge. I mean, there were reports of her drinking heavily, which she has always done. But she has sort of vanished. She's broken contact with all her friends. So,
Where is Sarah? The world used to know her every move, but lately she has vanished. No cameras, no red carpets, just a sudden, deafening silence. For decades, she was the master of falling hard and rising back up. But this time, the palace has closed its doors forever. She is isolated, cut off, and backed into a corner. Rumors are now exploding that she is ready to play her final, most dangerous card to survive, a move so massive it could shatter the monarchy to its very core. She has a choice to make, and the clock is ticking. Before we look at the desperate move that could change everything, we'd love to have you as a part of our community. If you enjoy deep dives into the hidden stories behind the headlines, hit that subscribe button and join us. We share these stories together, and your support means the world to us. Sarah has been dealt the villain card, and right now she might have no choice but to play it. With her companies closing down and her charities cutting ties, her finances are in an absolute freefall. She is backed into a corner, and insiders say she is desperately hunting for her only remaining lifeline. Rumors are exploding that she has been quietly pitching a massive $2 million tell-all book in America. She wants to clear her name, but more importantly, she needs the cash. But there's a catch that no one expected. Publishing houses in the US are reportedly slamming their doors in her face. They are terrified of being seen as enabling her to cash in on the heavy scandals that have torn her family apart. She ended up with a string of cold rejections, and commercially she is being treated like a total pariah. But that wasn't the whole story. When one door closes, another opens, and this next one is highly controversial. Crisis PR experts are now urging her to do the unthinkable, lean directly into her damaged reputation, and head straight for Hollywood. They are pushing her to join the massive American reality competition show, The Traitors. The strategy is simple but ruthless. Forget trying to play the victim or restore a royal image. They want her to walk into that castle, play the ultimate villain, and secure a massive television paycheck. It is a cutthroat game of lies and deception, and quite frankly, it might be the only lifeline she has left. But playing the villain on global television is a massive gamble. To pull it off, she would have to publicly step out of the shadows and leave her royal past behind for good. And as it turns out, her past is already violently evicting her. She is officially locked out of the castle. For decades, the massive 30-room Royal Lodge was her safe haven. Even after her divorce in 1996, she continued to live on the sprawling estate under the protection of the crown. But those days are officially over. King Charles has served the final notice, and removal vans have been seen actively packing up the property. For the first time in almost 20 years, she and her ex-husband are being forced to go their entirely separate ways. While he is reportedly being relocated to a much smaller property on the Sandringham estate, she is not invited to join him. She has been left with absolutely nowhere to go. Royal insiders are calling it a full-blown housing crisis. At 66 years old, the former children's author is facing the terrifying reality of being effectively homeless. But there's a shocking twist in this eviction drama. You would think that her own family would step in to save her, right? Well, that is not happening. Her daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, have reportedly extended no offers for permanent accommodation. They both share homes with their husbands and children, and sources say their husbands are pushing to keep her as far away from their private lives as possible. Her reputation has simply become too radioactive. But that wasn't the whole story. Instead of moving into a modest home or a family annex, she is taking a very different route to cope with the fallout. She has reportedly been spotted overseas at an ultra-exclusive wellness clinic in Switzerland, costing an eye-watering £13,000 a day. Friends say she goes there when she is at her absolute most vulnerable, desperately trying to escape the intense public scrutiny. When she isn't at the luxury clinic, she is allegedly couch-surfing at the Los Angeles penthouse of her longtime celebrity friend Priscilla Presley. She is running from place to place, bouncing between high-end resorts and the spare bedrooms of the wealthy, trying to figure out her next permanent move. She is on the run from her own life, desperately trying to project an image of luxury while her world crumbles around her. But as it turns out, her living situation isn't the only thing being torn apart. Her own family is starting to draw a hard line in the sand. The family has officially drawn a line in the sand, and she is on the wrong side of it. Her world has shrunk to an impossibly small circle, but the most devastating blow isn't coming from the palace directly. It is coming from her own children's households. Insiders are now revealing that the husbands of both Beatrice and Eugenie have made a firm decision. They want her kept at a strict distance from their families. They view her presence as a direct threat to their private lives and their businesses. She is being viewed as a liability, and they refuse to let the intense media spotlight burn down what they have built. But that wasn't the whole story. The public rejection of her past has just reached an all-time high. In a move that shocked royal watchers, local government leaders in the city of York held a highly anticipated meeting. In a session that took just minutes, they voted unanimously to strip her of her honorary Freedom of the City title. This honor was originally given to her as a wedding gift all the way back in 1987, but city leaders made it clear that times have changed, and upholding her status simply did not align with the values of the city today. But there's a shocking twist in this public shaming. Being stripped of this title doesn't just hurt her pride, it acts as the ultimate symbol that her public life in the country is essentially dead and buried. No respectable charity will associate with her, and the doors to clearing her name through public service have been slammed shut in her face. She has been pushed out to the absolute margins. Her family is keeping her at arm's length, and her homeland is actively erasing her honors. She is a woman without a clear future, completely cut off from the lifestyle she once knew. But she is a fighter, and she isn't going down without a fight. Facing total isolation, she is now engineering a mind-blowing physical and lifestyle transformation to survive. She is attempting the ultimate image overhaul to survive this nightmare. After months of living in hiding and watching her public reputation get shredded, insiders say she is done playing defense. She has faced massive storms and endless scandals before, and she has always managed to bounce back. This time, she is insisting to her inner circle that it will be no different. She is determined to turn these absolute lemons into lemonade. But her plan to return to the spotlight is shocking everyone. Instead of laying low to try and get back into the good graces of the palace, she is reportedly leaning into her newfound freedom. Sources close to her claim that since the family has effectively dumped her, she feels free to do whatever she likes, and right now what she needs is money and fame. But that wasn't the whole story. To kickstart this massive comeback, she has allegedly been consulting with top-tier image experts. Her goal? To rebrand herself completely as a global empowerment leader. Rumors are swirling that she wants to hit the lecture circuit, speaking at women's leadership events and wellness seminars about confidence and resilience. But moving from royal scandal to global empowerment is a massive leap. To prepare for this intense shift, she has reportedly been holed up at an ultra-exclusive wellness retreat in Switzerland, costing an eye-watering £13,000 a day. She is using the time to process the trauma of the last few months, recharge her batteries, and plot her next big television moves. She is looking to completely shed her past and emerge as a brand new media powerhouse. She is refusing to let this be the end of her story. She is playing a high-stakes game of survival, betting everything on her ability to reinvent herself one last time. But as she prepares to launch this bold new chapter, one massive question remains. Will the public actually buy into her new persona, or is she about to take the ultimate irreversible gamble? She is running out of time, running out of allies, and running out of places to hide. Her public image has been shattered, her honorary titles have been erased, and her homeland has turned its back on her. She is standing at a massive crossroads. Down one path lies a quiet, independent life in the shadows, constantly moving from place to place and relying on the charity of a few remaining friends. Down the other path lies the ultimate explosive gamble. If she signs that rumored $20 million tell-all deal or walks into a reality television castle to play the ultimate Hollywood villain, she secures her financial future. But in doing so, she burns her final bridges with the monarchy and drags her daughters even deeper into the media crosshairs. She has proven time and time again that she is a survivor who knows how to bounce back. But has she finally run out of lives? Will she pull the ultimate trigger to save herself, or will she stay silent forever? We want to know what you think. Is she right to do whatever it takes to secure her future, or should she protect the palace at all costs? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. We read every single one of them. And if you want to stay in the loop on this rapidly developing story and other royal deep dives, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support helps us keep sharing these incredible stories with you. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.